It's interesting. Obviously, because of the last couple of years, the adoption of e-commerce and buying online has accelerated. And that has brought LoveSac.com and LoveSac in general, lots of different types of shoppers at different levels of comfort with shopping online and different expectations about their online shopping experience. And so we've had to do a lot of research and listening to understand the different needs of all the folks coming to LoveSac.com. So I know it's a buzzword, but thinking about omni-channel and having an integrated showroom and web experience has actually something that we at LoveSac have taken really seriously. And we've made incredible strides over the past 3 to 4 years to really bridge that gap. And that's not only just externally with the way the site functions and the way that they do things and demos and things like that in showrooms, but it's also internally and kind of how we think about compensation when someone goes into a showroom and then, buys online and things like that. And so we take that really seriously. And that, because people shop multi-channel, we need to create an omni-channel experience. I really try to lead with empathy and humor. So I think, and this is definitely true for me, that I think you learn just as much from bad managers as you do from great ones. But the great ones aren't just smart and good mentors. They're exceptional because they make you feel valued, and they always start from a place of humanity. And I have a pretty good sense of humor, at least that's, I guess, what I tell myself, hopefully, as long as I think it, right? It's good. But I think that showing that and showing a human side, humor, empathy, things like that, it's imperative, right? It's imperative to have fun along the way. It creates a stronger team. People feel more connected, and we're all humans at the end of the day, right? And so thinking that someone can, go beyond expectations of what's humanly possible or what you would do yourself, it's not fair to them. And so to me, it's incredibly important to lead that way. It's an incredible honor, so thank you very much. I don't think many people would admit this out loud, but as humans, we do strive for recognition. It definitely should not be people's only motivation, but it's really nice when it comes, right? And it's really nice when it comes from hard work and dedication. And having the ability to influence can be a big responsibility. My hope is that I can influence all types of people by not only the way I lead and accomplishments and everything that goes along with that, but also kind of how I live my life. And as an executive who is a woman, I try really hard to be influential and someone that women can look up to. Diversity in leadership positions and having people like you to emulate and to learn from is imperative. And I'm so glad that diversity is getting the attention it deserves. If I've been able to positively influence other women in any way, I will consider myself successful. Don't be afraid to fail and speak up, right? I think as women, and this analogy is made all the time when you're looking for a new job and you read a job description, women will need to feel like they need to check every single one of those boxes in order for them to apply for the job. But a lot of times men don't feel that way. And if they think they have 50% of that, they'll apply for the job. I think that also applies to work. And so you don't have to know everything. Life is an evolution, and we do learn along the way. We should be learning along the way. Don't feel like you need to know everything in order to speak up, and make sure that your voice is heard, because it's really important to have a lot of different voices in the room. And you never know who is looking at you and who is listening to you and how you influence them.